lost your way. Scattered among the stars, fighting amongst yourselves like vermin. Worthless, irredeemable. You have forgotten who you are. We shall remind you. We are the Terran Armada. We are the true children of Earth, and none shall stand in our way.
What the God?
Hours after receipt of this recording, a search and rescue team was dispatched to the liner's last known coordinates. In addition, authorities have asked all available pilots to aid in the search for survivors. We'll have more on this breaking news story as additional information comes in.
Oh my God, what was that?
Holy hell.
That sounded like a threat.
They said they were looking for pilots who can help.
And do what? Everyone on that cruise liner is dead.
So we must be in the right place.
Hey Vanguard, this is Agent Ymoja, with Aegis. If you open your comms, I can brief you on the situation. Welcome to the search party. My name's Agent Ymoja. Happy to have your help. Don't I know it? You guys go above and beyond. Supra et ultra. So here's the details. We're looking for a Trident luxury liner. She's a big girl, but space is bigger, and it's definitely been a challenge to canvass the area. We've made estimates based on the ship's trajectory and last known position, so we're not totally blind. One place we haven't explored a ton is the asteroid field up ahead. A few ships have peeked around there, but haven't stuck their heads in. Then you have my gratitude. Let me send you the telemetry data on where to scout.
go farther this way, it seems. That was an unfortunate accident.
Elevator offline. Restore local power to resume functionality.
Not many options. Proceed ahead. Shall we?
Engineering deck.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. your match. I will have your head! Best not to leave anything useful behind.
VIP card required for elevator access.
If the system is protected, there will hopefully be valuable data. have anything of value?
scan those Terrans used to identify us is working. And you're not one of them. I'm sorry for locking you in here. I wish I could explain everything right now, but I can't. I don't know what's going on. And I don't imagine there's much time, so just trust me for now. Please. Take this chip and place it in a robotic frame. If all goes well, they'll take things from there.
Initializing. Current frame. Registered as Terran. Aggression levels. Elevated. Evaluating adversarial response. Designation, friend, not accepted. Only relations, primary and secondary. Classification, enemy. Status pending. Aggression protocols, deferred. Control routed to processor. Behavior dependent on target. According to observations, target at biological disadvantage. Continuing analysis. Not another anything. Unit is one of a kind. Special Terrans are limited. Technology inefficient. Comparison rejected. Displeasure ongoing. Request specimen, refrain from interruptions. Security logs, damage reports, current status, and chance of survival being scanned and assimilated. Concern is secondary. Must deal with current specimen before proceeding. Scans indicate present human is non-Terran. Updating interaction accordingly. Proposal. Assist me as secondary. Creator's mission must be completed. Familiar with idiom number 406. Quid pro quo. Preferred by those bound by biological id. Will compensate appropriately if assistance is adequate. Require auxiliary support to retrieve creator. Human opposes Terrans. Can obtain further vantage through Delta unit. This arrangement benefits all involved. Sufficient?
Not all things remain as they are created. Perhaps we should see what this one does with the gift of life.
Minimum requirements for agreement have been met. Terms acceptable. Establishing new moniker. Auxiliary human. Recompiling. Updating interactions accordingly. Stand back during local interface. Initiating bypass sequence. Breaching encryption layer. Success. identified. Noted. Strange similarities with hacking processes.
The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Right where you are. First the Vanguard, now the Rangers. You sure get around. I don't care what story you want to go with, but we can get to that later. You've got a very short window to tell me why you're working with the Terrans. Well, it looks like you missed one. Wouldn't think you'd be palling around with it like it's your best friend, if that were true. Seems to be playing along as an ally for now. But you think that's going to last forever? I guess we just have to deal with the hand we're dealt. At the very least, the fact we're even having a conversation right now means it's worth entertaining for the moment. But I'm not letting you two off that easily. If you're vouching for this thing, there are going to be conditions.
Incorrect. Not thing. Delta.
Right. Delta. Quite the ego it's got. I get the feeling you and this Delta are going to end up tipping the scales in all this. We'll see in which direction that ends up being soon enough. Either way, the people heading up this operation are going to want to see you about it. Both of you. I think you'll find the relationship mutually beneficial. Meet them at Anchor Point. Dingy dive out on the free lanes. When you get there, order a Vocatus Vacuos at the bar. I'll send you the coordinates. And make sure you don't forget to bring our rogue Terran there. Best to keep friends close, and potential enemies closer.
Do not worry. If auxiliary human cannot continue, I will carry on my mission. Increasing
How quickly can we
dexterity
get that done?
variable.
Hey, feel that wave over there? Some kind of EMP.
Energy signature consistent with Terran-based gravitational disruption technology. Gravitic devices will be rendered inert while active.
Disruption tech? Are you saying they took out our grav drives? That shouldn't be possible.
The limits of human imagination have no bearing on factual actuality.
Right. Assuming what they say is true, we're basically dead in the water until we take out whatever's doing this. For now, see if you can pinpoint wherever that wave came from. Maybe the sensors picked something up.
Action unrequired. Location trace of Terran vessel already completed prior to unnecessary conversation. Coordinates have been uploaded for auxiliary human.
Sounds like you two have things handled then.
All green on release. We're free to fly. Our jump system's back up. Airlock integrity looks good.
to you.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not? Any number of materials or goods. Care to take a guess on what it might be?
meltdown imminent. Exit immediately or risk fatal harm. Released. We must go before this place takes us with it.
Process complete. Metaphor not apt. No explosions of that magnitude recorded. Electromagnetic pulses that resulted run on a different visual spectrum. Attempt at awareness requires improvement. Lowering appreciation variable. Programming beyond need for praise. Results were expected. Your support was acceptable. If beneficial to completion of current mission, we'll comply for now.
New
Disdain
Atlantis as
for
home.
New Atlantis increased.
Well, I suppose I should.
Hey, what can I... We're asking everyone to take care of any leeches on their ships. We don't want any Terramore storming through here. Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something you like. Sure, have at it.
never could meet. Fly, my middies all fly. Her kisses were tender and ever so sweet. Fly, my middies, fly. Always happy to meet a stranger. Hope my singing was to your liking. Oh, and now you've made mine. Afraid my ship's got the next jump plotted in, so I'm away. Fair travels.
Docking site complete.
This here is a humble little ship services desk. What can I do for you?
We should evacuate. The spacers could already be on their way.
And give up anchor point? Hell no. Why not send one of your people?
To attack a spacer stronghold head on? No way.
Welcome to our little corner of the Starfield.
For such
Can I set you up with a drink?
Because.
Oh, what would that be?
You know what your righteousness gets you? A pointless death.
Indeed it is. Here, it's right this way. Follow me.
Yeah. Be gone.
Hello.
This is here. Feel free to come and go at any time.
While I'm sure all of us would love to walk into the Terran's base of operations, we have no idea where it is. Unless you know something we don't. Please, enlighten us.
If you would listen to me, Fat Cat, I'm not saying we run around wherever, but we can't just be sitting up in this heap of metal doing nothing.
If you two please, we have a guest.
That thing with you, it's...
It appears we're finally face to face with our Terran-killing friend.
It appears he missed me.
For good reasons, I'm sure. Come on. We have a lot to talk about.
We heard you fought those Terran bastards on the opulence of the stars. You got some guts. But you also got them for bringing one of their damned machines with you. Explain yourself.
We are Void, the veterans of interstellar deployment. Now, the Terran...
As Void, we are representatives for those who watch over the settled systems. As you can imagine, with the rise of the Terrans, it is our sworn duty to uncover their plans and put a stop to it, whatever it may be.
Does that ease your mind on our identity? We must hear about your friend here.
We do enjoy what assets we can get.
Now that we've covered everything but our personal hobbies and whether or not we dot our I's with hearts, can we please figure out a plan to put these machines down?
As I tried to explain earlier, Mr. Warren, it may be rather difficult to formulate such a plan without further knowledge on the specifics of who we're facing. Specifics our new friend here may have insight on.
Tell us, what happened on the opulence of the stars?
Terran Armada attacked Opulence of Stars. Left no survivors. Objective: kidnapped Dr. Roxanne Burrow. Purpose of kidnapping: unclear. Assessment: clean execution. Compiling list of potential improvements.
To attack a cruise ship for a mere roboticist. Whatever plan they have, she's important to it.
Agreed. And if she's an asset to them, we need to retrieve her.
It's been a while since we've been in agreement. Which brings us back to our new partner here.
Isn't it obvious? You've dealt with the Terrans up close and personal. If we're to get this roboticist back, we're going to need another head out in the field.
Before we speak of this any further, if you are to be our partner in this mission, we must be honest with you regarding the Terran's origins. I have no doubt you know of the Colony War. During that time, there was a large battle between a Free Star and United Colony fleet at the edge of the settled systems. However, instead of following through with the battle, the commanders of the respective fleets met with one another. Last we knew, both fleets vanished side by side. As far as the public knows, the two sides destroyed one another. But as we've since discovered, they banded together to form what we now know as the Terran Armada. We don't know why they left the battle, or why they have now returned. All we know is the threat they currently pose. To say two ships disappeared with one another would create questions during our time of war. Then would come doubt. Then, conspiracies. Everything we didn't need during a time of vulnerability. That is how war works, no?
Whether you still want to do this or not, you know of us and the Terrans. There's no going back now. Besides, this plan of sending our new hire out to find our missing roboticist would be all fine and dandy if we knew where they even took her.
Running beacon tracker. Error. Location not found. Running search subroutine.
What is it on about?
Beacon identified. Error. Coordinates not found. Require more data to location. Production facility.
A production facility?
If that's where they're building robots, no doubt that is where our roboticist is.
Delta, was it? Would you be able to locate this facility?
Correct. Able to locate using shipping patterns. However, must interface with more Terran systems. Sloppy record keeping. Recommending disciplinary actions.
Is this making any sense to you?
Noted. Increase memory variable on auxiliary human. Terran device contained beacon information. Location of beacon not found.
Sounds like Delta may be able to find the location to this production facility if it can collect more Terran data like it did last time.
Which means repeating how it happened in the first place.
You think that's possible?
Incorrect. Very easy.
If we're all in agreement, then you have your first mission from us. Go with Delta to retrieve additional data from the Terrans.
And destroy any of their ships while you're at it.
Once you have the necessary data, have Delta pinpoint the production facility, gather the roboticist, and return her to us.
Good luck out there. Hopefully, you won't need it.
How does it go in the field?
Even without life, there is the potential for beauty.
Extracting operation. Recommending cautious approach area.
this fatal horror. Retros firing. Orbit stabilized. Grab jump complete.
Auxiliary, human, approaching. Running search subroutine, confirmed. Homing beacon located. Must travel to coordinates. Sent time for completion, insufficient. Running diagnostics, no error found in Delta unit. Recommendation, increase urgency by 15%.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Someone or something will clean up whatever is left behind.
right there! Don't come any closer, huh? My facility? Aren't you with the... What? So you're not with the Terrans, then... Why do you... Delta?
Roxanne Barreau identified. Running damage assessment. Decimation of Terrans justified.
Decimation? No. Never mind. We can talk about this later. I've read the facility's code to sabotage the robot's programming. If any of them see any humans... What else was I supposed to do? They had me working, perfecting their damn machines. I couldn't let it go on any further. And this is just the very start of it. See, the Terrans don't need me to make their robots. Not really. They just don't know how to fuse X-Tech properly with their machines. That's where I come in. If I'm gone, they may not have X-Tech robots. If we can get the robots, Good. Let's get going then. I see. You followed my instructions back on the opulence. Delta?
Hi.
Did they lock down the systems in here? Let me take a look at it. That's just it. Are we ready to move?
For a moment. I remember this area. The Terrans were mining X-Tech around here. See if you can find some. But be quick about it, we haven't much time. Is there something wrong? Wonderful. Delta, come here.
Acknowledged.
Stand still for a moment. There we are. How do you feel?
Running diagnostics. EMP countermeasure modification detected. Acknowledged.
That's the idea. With Delta's EMP countermeasure upgraded, they'll now be able to stun nearby enemies when it's activated. If we're going to defeat the Terrans, we're going to need to use their own weapons against them. Now then, let's keep moving forward. we're here. About that. To be honest, I'm not sure how long this will take. I've never been in this system before. And the Terrans probably know our location already. If they start coming in, I need you to watch my back and make sure my work is not interrupted. I only need a few minutes. Let's hope so. Just remember, if not, they'll kill you and Delta, and I'll be stuck building crazy robots for the rest of my life. Sorry, I'll be sweating. Let me see you. Still around? Are you okay? Thank you. You and Delta did well too. So, let's get out of here? Right, let's. They aren't Terran, are they?
Occupation, janitor. No weapons detected. Minimal damage inflicted. Assessment. Human did not fight. Scared. Failure. Typical emotional response. Easily killed when fleeing. A casualty.
Delta! hijacked the Terran's machinery to escape, not this. Not to gun down just someone, right? But what control did they have? I was here. I didn't ask for it. I wanted the Terrans to pay. I didn't think. Okay. Oh, look. We'll see if I can get
We've detached. Let's get out of here. Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place. Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Can we keep moving?
You've been in a scrap.
Giving you a job. I have an opportunity.
It's not safe for that roboticist to be in Terran
Miss
hands.
Roxanne Barrow.
The sooner you
It's
locate
such a
her, the
pleasure
better.
to see you alive and well.
should have known my savior wasn't working alone against the Terrans. Though part of me hopes he did come get me out of the kindness of his heart.
There was pay involved.
And the goal to destroy the Terrans.
Who's to say?
Either way, it is good to have you here. I assume this mission was a complete success then. Well done to both of you then.
All right, say it. Why am I here? How very kind.
We have decided the best course of action is for you to remain here while the Terrans still pose a threat. Anchor Point is most likely the safest place you can be right now. On top of this, you can help us better understand the Terrans. Their strengths, their quirks, their weak spots. Anything worthy of note.
And what Terrans would those be?
I'm afraid we don't understand what you mean.
We may have stopped the Terrans at the production facility, but you didn't see it. I killed civilians. Just people. I wish to stop the Terrans as much as you. Maybe even more. But to cause the death of innocents? I can't be part of that.
Unfortunately, Ms. Burrow, we cannot always distinguish the lines between soldier and civilians here, due to the way they've been assimilating people into their forces. If they're out there, posing an immediate threat in the field of combat, then we have to assume they're enemy combatants.
The matter of you staying here is not up for debate. If you leave, the Terrans will capture you once again. You will be staying here.
There is little we can do in this matter. Right now, we have to think of what's best for everyone. You both must understand.
Do I really not have a choice? Never mind. We can talk about this later.
Well, now that we have the Terran's much-wanted roboticist, we find ourselves with a bit of an upper hand. Well done on bringing Miss Burrow to us. As we promised before, your reward.
Now then, it is time we discuss our next course of action. Seeing as your friend Delta was able to find Miss Burrow's location with the black boxes, we started to wonder what other Terran locations we could uncover with additional data.
Including their command vessel.
You do understand what this means, correct?
With the help of Miss Burrow, we can see if Delta can use the Terran's black boxes to crack their data wide open. Once you have them, bring them to Miss Burrow. We'll fill her in on what we will need her to do with them.
Before you go, I do have another favor to ask. The United Colonies has been trying to work on finding a way to extract X-Tech for some time now. We found a place where extraction should be rather safe. However, the UC worries about the confidentiality regarding the construction of this outpost, which is why I ask if you will build it. I will provide the necessary power core to assemble an X-Tech extractor. Once it is built, I promise you will be rewarded additional means of extracting X-Tech yourself. Not only this, but the UC will most likely see reason to offer additional aid in our cause against the Terrans, meaning more firepower when we are ready to attack their command fleet.
Isn't it funny you brought that up, Warren? Ryujin Industries has been inquiring the same thing.
As well as the Freestar Collective.
If that's the case, there may be more outposts for you to build than I initially planned.
Which means more manpower.
And X-Tech.
You have a lot ahead of you. Before you go, why don't you go check on our new scientist? Make sure she's getting well situated here.
Escaped one prison to be confined to another. Did you know about this? Sounds like both of us have made some foolish judgments as of late. I will stay. For now. Not much I can do about it anyway. The machines and Terran... Besides, I don't trust Void. I've seen people like them plenty of times. You think they care about the public? The settled systems? The very thing they swear their protection to? They only serve one thing. We both know it. Perhaps I can be the one to curb whatever danger they pose. Before anything else, there were a few more things I wanted to say. First off, thank you. Despite my efforts, I don't think I would have gotten out of that facility alone. So, no matter what your motivations were for getting me out of there, thanks. That's understandable, but the thank you stands nevertheless. For my final note, while it was nice to work on Delta before at the facility, I will admit it wasn't my best work. On the way here, I was able to think of ways to make Delta's EMP upgrade stronger. So, if you can bring me additional X-Tech, then I can modify Delta's EMP countermeasure again. Think of it as me rewarding you for saving my life. I don't know about that. I can work on that upgrade at a later date. For now, I should try and gather myself. Find myself in my new home, so to speak. Be careful out there. And please keep an eye on Delta.
It is good to be back in our own
Landing site locked. Take us in. Locked in.
Surprised this place is still in one
Okay. Hello.
It's a good thing you brought Miss Burrow to us. She has proven herself to be quite helpful. The outpost, is it completed? Good. I'll let my contacts know it's ready so they can prep a team. Now that you've held up your end, we'll be sure to hold up ours. I have a guarantee from one of our militia generals that you'll have reinforcements against the Terrans when the time comes.
Have you learned anything new about the Terrans?
I hope you stay.
We shall be on our way.
Lack of love.
Yes? What?
I hate to think I've made... It's good to see you. Lets me know the Terrans haven't gotten you or anything. I can't do much if they're not here. It's good to see you. Lets me know the Terrans haven't got... Good to hear. Let me see them. While I look through this data with Delta, why don't you go speak with Warren about his battle plans?
We were lucky to find you,
Terrans.
There you are. Perfect timing, too. I was just going over our strategy.
Why don't you go over it again for our partner here, Warren?
Right. Listen close. We learned from Roxanne that their ship, the Unifier, is supported by shield amplifier ships. This means our first course of action will be to take them out. Once they're gone, we're going to take out the Unifier's engine and board. This will give you the chance to infiltrate the ship. Your job from that point on will be to hack their system and overload the Unifier's grav drive. Just make sure to get out of there as soon as possible. Overloading their grav drive will cause the whole ship to implode.
We never said anything about the ship imploding.
No need to be dramatic. We talked about this. The Unifier is a military vessel. To have anyone not trained to fight on board would be a liability. Now, the ship's coordinates.
And this ship is our final attack?
The coordinates, Miss Burrow.
The coordinates.
Good. We know where the Unifier is. Does all of this sound doable to you? Good. If no one has any here are those coordinates.
Finally, we can be done with all of this.
It will be a relief.
We have a war to finish. See you on the field.
Before you head off, come speak with me, if you have the time.
Have any news on the Terrans?
I hate to think I've made your job hard. Do you remember back at the production facility, when I hijacked the machines? Remember who all was killed? There weren't just Terrans there, but civilians. People who were caught in the crossfire. I'm not beating myself up. I'm trying to pass down a lesson. We have seen with our own eyes there are not just Terrans working in their midst. There are people. And we have no idea why they are there. Were they forced? Have they lived among the Terrans their whole lives? Do they know the full scale of what is going on? Go ahead. Tell me, if you can. I don't know if everything Void is telling me is true. But if there is a way to spare those that can't protect themselves, then take it. There's always a choice. Just be mindful and safe out there. You and Delta are the only good thing about this place.
None of us expected. That threat ends today. By the time our ship's fire ceases, the Terrans will be no more, and peace will reign on.
Alert. Detecting hostile ships exiting grav drive. Recommend beginning combat maneuvers.
The settled systems belongs to us and us alone. For all of us. For Void.
Unifier shield amplifier hacking attempts unsuccessful. Requires manual disabling to proceed.
You think I'm just gonna let you off the hook?
That mission we abandoned at 50%.
Look alive! Time for a little target practice. Look alive!
Target's jump system down.
Grab drive offline! We're not jumping out!
Target's shields are online.
Win this?
We
shadow government sent a lapdog to do their dirty work. Typical. Let me ask you an honest question. How does it feel enabling politicians who govern behind closed doors? How many of those politicians are here, fighting beside you today? There's nothing to discuss. Either this armada stands victorious today, or is obliterated completely. My troops stand with me. Our cause is one and the same. If you insist on fighting this war, so be it.
Program successful. Hijacking complete. Auxiliary. Flaw detected in the Terran network. I was suspicious of coordination method for the large robotic network. Ran a comparative analysis of previous orders. Potentially. Unable to draw a conclusive statement regarding full chain of command. Able. Auxiliary. Recommending sending software update to remove Terran Armada human tag from Hive link parameter database. Hypothesis. Database update results in robots becoming hostile to all human entities, resulting in total destruction of chain of command. Correct. Running cost-benefit analysis, pushing software update deemed most effective action to destroy Terran Armada. Cost-benefit analysis determine potential resulting loss of civilian life justifiable. Utilizing silent treatment. Analyzing recent interactions. Confirmed. Deleting update. Increasing sentimentality variable. Beginning unifier sabotage. Looping power allocation. Removing inhibitors. Setting coordinates to current location confirmed. Interface accepted. Beginning hijack program. Alert. Enemies detected. Program requires additional time. Invoking teamwork protocol.
Undocking means we're all clear. Focus on getting some distance between you and the Unifier. I've got you covered, trust me. These grav drive meltdowns are nasty business. You don't want to be too close. It's been an honor working with you. Go ahead and report back to the Council. I'll meet you back there while our troops mop up here.
Detecting increase in processing fluctuations. Must confer with Dr. Burrell.
Yes? Have you learned anything new about the Terrans?
It's a good thing you brought Miss Burrow to us. She has proven herself to be quite helpful. Mr. Warren has told us your battle was successful. Well done out there.
With the Unifier now destroyed, the remaining Terrans will no longer be, well, unified, which gives us the opportunity to pick off what's left of them. However, we did receive a report of the dilemma you faced on the bridge. I have to say, not taking advantage of such a fatal weakness is regrettable. You should have taken the opportunity and ended the Terran threat permanently.
Don't listen to them. The sacrifice of those innocent lives wasn't your or anyone's call to make. If the Terran robots were frenzied, their rampage would have been indiscriminate. Who knows how many thousands would have been lost.
Enough of this. Regardless of how others feel about your decision, we are eternally grateful for your help. While the Terrans may have the capacity to potentially continue to mobilize forces, in the grand scheme of it all, they are utterly crushed. We are forever grateful. Indeed. If anything dire comes up, we let you know.
Can't just leave here empty-handed, right? We wanted to make it worth your while. Once again, thank you. From all of us and the settled systems.
Auxiliary. Requesting continued observation for data collection. Time frame indefinite. Acknowledged. Anticipate continued statistical anomalies.
If there's trouble, let us